Okay, I have a brand new effect to share with you today. This one was created by Werner Miller, and for this you need 16 random cards. Okay? Now I'm going to have to use these tiny cards to be able to fit everything into camera view. But ideally, you would just use ordinary playing cards, but use a larger table to spread all of this out so that you can perform this routine with normal cards. And you'll also need these 16 letters of the alphabet printed out. And ideally, maybe just have them horizontally arranged, okay, on a longer surface here. Okay, so we'll go ahead. And we need two piles of 8 cards each. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then looks like this will be 8 over here. Okay. Now the identities of these particular cards doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter, the values or the suits here. Okay. Now we're going to have the spectator tell us which of these 2 piles of 8 to have face up, and it is a free choice. Okay, so maybe they'll ask for the right one to be turned face up. That's fine, and then have the spectator decide how to stack these. Maybe left on right, that's fine. Okay. Now you as the performer, you just need to push off pairs of cards, 2 cards at a time, into a triangle configuration like I'm doing. Now these cards are really slippery because they're covered in a laminate surface, so they're just sliding, so I apologize for that. So just put out pairs like I just showed you. Pick up the first pile first, and then stack in opposite order, just like that. Okay, and then from there, perform a mange over under or an under over. Either one's fine. So I'll go ahead and do an over under. Okay, so the top card goes into your other hand. Next one goes over, then under, over, under, over, under, over, under. Okay, so you just continue that until all of the cards have been moved from one hand to the other. Okay, so that is a mange over under. Okay, now from there, the spectator is going to decide on the arrangement and the organization of the cards, because you would hand them the packet of 16 normal cards, not these tiny ones, and then just have them deal the cards left, right into 2 piles, with random stacking decided by them. In fact, in some ways, you, as the performer, could leave the room and they can do this dealing into 2 piles with random stacking as many times as they like. They can do it once or 30 times if they have the patience, okay? Maybe we'll just do it twice with random stacking, okay? So they're just dealing into 2 piles and then deciding on the stacking order, and it truly is a free choice to stack left on right or right on left. Okay, maybe we'll do right on left this time. Okay, and then from this point, all you do is you take the cards back as the performer. Sorry, these are just so crazy to work with. And then we're going to deal the cards onto these letters that I've drawn. Okay, so I'm going to put one there, the next one there, the next one there. Okay, so I'm just pushing them off in the order that the spectator created because of how they shuffled the cards and the ordering of the stacking. And all of that was decided by them. You did not control this particular arrangement of face up and face down cards. Okay, this is their creation here. Okay, and now all we do is we take a look at the cards that are face up. Which ones are facing up? Okay, so here's one. So let's just slide it off, if we can, and see what letter it reveals. Okay, that's an F. Okay, what about the next one here? An A, that's interesting. What about the next one? A C, F-A-C-I. Can't think of any word that would spell. N, wait a second. G, facing, okay, what are these going to tell us? U, P, facing up. And indeed, those cards are facing up, and you had no control over the final arrangement of the cards as the performer. The spectator decided this by how many times they did a left-right dealing and how they stacked those piles. That was decided by them. Well, let's just take a look at the ones that are face down, okay, kind of opposite way or reversed in some way. So let's see, R-E, V, E, R, S, E, D. In fact, they are the reverse. These are face down versus face up. How in the world did you just happen to mix that packet of 16 cards face up, face down that uncovered this secret code that corresponds to the actual orientation of the cards after your random mixing of the packet? That is amazing. Okay, so how does this work? Well, I'll add some notes in the description below and some links. It's using some special packet structures on my channel, so I'll have some links and explanation of that in the description below. The only subtlety I need to show you in performing this, you do everything that I did. Before you start dealing these out over the letters, you have that packet in your hand, right? Now, if you remember, I had a king, I think it was a king, facing up when we were all done with your mixing. Now, since it was up facing, I went ahead and just began dealing cards on these letters one by one. If you happen to have a face down card after the spectator has done their mixing, all you need to do, and don't make a big deal of it, just flip the packet over, and that guarantees now that that new top card will actually be face up. That is guaranteed to happen. And then from there, you deal from left to right onto these letters. And it's going to turn out just as it did here and be absolutely mind-blowing to anyone, especially the person who's given the chance to mix those cards as much as they like with multiple free choices made by them. Okay, so thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.